Democrats and the con that they're running on black Americans. They have made black Americans poorer, dumber, and more criminalized.
Why do you say that?
Well, it's not just me.
What's their end game?
Look, 93% of it, you know how the president goes around and wants to talk about regulating legal gun ownership?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Barack Obama talk about the black lives being killed by other blacks in Chicago, D.C., or Baltimore. 93% of all black homicides are committed by other black people. Mm-hmm. And you know the number one cause of death among young black men ages 15 to 34? Guns. Illegal guns, because they're killing each other. That's the job. But yet black people keep voting against their interests. And I would argue the Democrat Party is literally killing black Americans from the womb to the street.
This is former Fox News contributor Crystal Wright. It is the epitome of what comedians Bill Burr and Ilana Glazer rail against when it comes to a portion of legacy media.
It's why I don't watch the news, and I actually find watching people arguing back and forth online, I find it depressing.
Oh my God, it's meant to dehumanize you.
Is that? I don't know what it is.
Absolutely, and it's meant to make you feel like there's no hope. The reason I just can't believe people fall for it. It's like you watch a video about Michael Jordan, or it's about somebody making like a cake or something, and then somebody be like, yeah, thanks, Joe Biden, or they're like, yeah, not Donald Trump's thing, and then these people just jump on the hook, and they just do that. And a lot of times, I guess they're just bots trying to get you to interact.
See, now that last part is rather interesting, considering the richest man in the world continually receiving taxpayer funds through government subsidies bought a social network that has countless bots on it. More.
It's not about politics at all. And for best performance in an action role, the winner is Michael Fanone.
Too many are now telling me that hell doesn't exist, or that hell actually wasn't that bad. The indifference shown to my colleagues is disgraceful.
Okay, so you're looking for the real threat from January 6th that happened after the fact. It's statements like that. It's claims like that. It's changes in policies like that. It's the deep politicization of law enforcement that has become normal after January 6th. And that just proves it right there. That testimony that you just heard. People like Michael Fanone are responsible for enforcing the law. As a reminder, that's it. They don't make the law, they enforce the law. And yet you just heard him call for some sort of ideological inquisition into people he doesn't agree with in Washington. And that is unacceptable, and it should make you very nervous.
The attempted rewriting of history as it pertains to Trump supporters storming the Capitol is a perfect encapsulation of how red-pilled their audience is, and in addition to the false realities they peddle in to keep their audiences dumbed down, disengaged, and even isolated.
If I was running, let me tell you something, me and my 2x4, Billy's gonna clean up the streets.
Tell me what's up.
If you had a robot that was out there trying to get people in your own country to argue about politics, about everything, you would be hung in the street like treason.
That's right.
I would get all of those guys on CNN, Fox News, right in jail.
Yep.
You make money off of dividing Americans every day, and like that bullshit. CNN was talking about the CEO guy, and they were all. But the reactions and people are not into this stuff. It's like they didn't know that. Right. And now the only reason why they're talking about it is because everybody's talking about it, and they're just using it to get views and make some fucking money.
They are so out of touch.
They really are. And then you learn how just a few companies own these media channels, and the strategy appears clear as day.
Meanwhile, here in the United States, the richest man in the world, that's Elon Musk, donated more than $250 million to President-elect Trump's campaign. He's now shaping policy for the incoming administration. And it's believed he's made, since the election, over $200 billion. Musk attended a New Year's Eve gala at Mar-a-Lago alongside Trump and has joined him on a number of calls with foreign leaders. Musk will co-head Trump's so-called Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. Last month, Musk played a key role in pushing Republican lawmakers to kill a short-term government spending deal at the last minute. Musk also got Trump's support for backing H-1B visas for highly skilled workers, despite opposition from Trump's anti-immigrant base.
As the saying goes, elections have consequences. Glazer gives her thoughts on what happened and what went wrong.
And actually, when it comes down to the popular vote, it was pretty much 50-50. By the final count, it was like off by 2 million. That's like pretty much 50-50.
I didn't even watch it.
And then he gained...
Do you think that maybe as a woman you're thinking too much?
For sure. For sure. I need to be...
Missy, just leave those big problems for men.
I need to submit and calm down. I agree, but I can't stop thinking. And I'm also a masculine woman, so I do just have those wheels turning, and I'm doing all those calculations. He gained 3 million followers. Okay, voters. The guy who won the election.
Listen.
But
Democrats
lost 8 million. And I think it's because people were so dehumanized seeing all this murder and horror.
That was because they had Mr. Magoo in office. I thought that was the big problem. At the last second.
That too. And also that our tax dollars are like going to all this like horrible murder, I think was like what was so dehumanizing.
A fair point. When one party claims to be morally superior and caring about human rights, yet watches a genocide unfold and sits on their hands, the voters pay attention.
Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. The reason I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6.
Aside from this being insane, the man and his team did no favors waiting till the last second to bow out of the 2024 presidential race when he seemed poised, per his words, to be a one-term president. Burr shares more.
I just think the last 3 presidential elections, like what we were choosing between, shouldn't be acceptable to anybody. It should not be acceptable. It's a joke. It's
the money joke, in politics.
You got a guy who starts a sentence, and by the time he gets to the end of it, he can't remember what he said in the beginning. And then you have like the biggest con artist ever. And, what about liberals? The last 3 elections, they didn't let you pick who you were voting for.
That's right.
Bernie Sanders 2 times in a row. They're like, no, you. Here's the company, man. And then they stick with Mr. Magoo until like 3-4 months out. I don't know.
These are all valid criticisms once more, though Burr leaves out a few things. First, yes, Bernie Sanders was screwed over twice, and he would have won in 2 landslides. The RNC and DNC are putting up candidates who will protect corporate interests and not go against the status quo, which tends to lean further and further right as we go through history. Sanders invoked fear in the billionaire class, and they destroyed his candidacy over and over again. Indeed, it is laughable that 2 geriatrics went up for POTUS until the final hour, but it was by design.
The college football playoff, which recently expanded to 12 teams, resumes tonight. And unprecedented money is pouring in.
Yes, it is. Allow Burr to explain.
I choose to live a small life now. That's all I do. I try to go to mom and pop places, try to stay out of the box stores. I don't want, and I've gotten to the point, not only do I not watch politics anymore, I'm starting to pull back from sports. Because now they're all involved in just like, we're entertainment leagues. You can pay college players, and now I saw some billionaire going, this is a tremendous opportunity. Like these college teams are going to be for sale. It's just like, do you have to own everything?
I know.
Do you have to own everything? Why can't you just? And then what? If they're going to move Alabama to Memphis if they don't give them a new stadium like they do at a pro level, it's like you can't get away. You can't get away. That's what I hate is you cannot, where is my escape from all of this shit? Like I'm watching the World Series and in the middle of it, they have this stand up for cancer and everybody stands up sad holding these signs and everybody knows somebody that dies of cancer, but nobody brings up that our food supply is totally poison. And then if you sit there going can I just watch a baseball game without being reminded that corporations are killing their own countrymen? And nobody's going to do or say anything about it. But if you stand at a baseball game with tears in your eyes, like the Indian with the pollution when I was a kid, which they also did nothing about, I'm supposed to somehow feel better. It's annoying. So,
hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYT Sports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you can follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.